Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. It's another day at the World Cup, it's another day of surprises, it's another day of shocks. This World Cup, I don't have words anymore. I don't have words anymore for what is going on at this competition. This competition is broken. It's broken. The simulation is completely broken at this point. I'm telling you, we're going to get a crazy winner at this tournament now. I was kidding earlier on when I was saying, South Korea in the final, Japan probably to win it, England, it's coming home, that's a bunch of the surprises that we've mentioned. But now it's looking serious, people. It's looking, Australia are going to win the World Cup. There we are. How crazy does that sound? Well, we'll wait for tomorrow, and I probably guarantee you Australia are going to beat Argentina 1-0. How's that? Yeah? Because this World Cup has got everything going on. Today we've had heartbreak, we've had surprises, we've had shocks, we've had weird wins, we've had weird losses. All over the place. Let's start off with the one that everyone was looking forward to. And the way that it ended, you couldn't write. You just couldn't write. You couldn't write. You could get Jane Austen. You could get... I'm trying to think of all the authors that exist in the world, and my mind has just gone blank. It's just gone blank because nothing can compare. Nothing can compare to what this World Cup is producing. You could bring all the Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, all the big authors, The Shining, stick that one in. You can bring all of the world-renowned books, novels, stories, whatever you want, pile them all up into a ball, and it still would not be what this World Cup is offering. Absolutely incredible. Ghana 0, Uruguay 2. Now, off the bat, everyone wanted Ghana to get their revenge, and they didn't. And this time, I have to be honest, right? Ghana, you deserve this. Like, for this one, you deserve this. What was that? You know what I mean? Like, everything was going smoothly. Yeah, up until the penalty. And then the penalty, and I don't know, Andre Ayew thinks he's Uruguayan now. Does he have a Uruguayan passport? Was he given citizenship 30 seconds before taking that penalty? Because that's what it looked like. It looked like he was in training with Luis Suarez, not trying to score against him. Everything leading up to that, Ghana looked in the game. They looked like they were there. They were concentrating. They were up for it. The move for the penalty was sublime. Andre Ayew, onside. Player gets fouled. It slipped my mind which player got fouled. And it was a foul. Definite penalty. Andre Ayew steps up. You're thinking he's going to leather this into the top corner. He's going to leather this down the middle. He's going to pick a spot and just blast it. Nope. Man decides to... Like, what are you doing, bruv? What are you doing? Honestly, at a World Cup, that's the penalty you decide to take. It's a piece of cake for the keeper to save. And then the psychological shift. Immediately after that. 5 minutes later, Uruguay get it in the net and it's 1-0. And a very, very well worked goal. Good finish. It was going in with Luis Suarez, yeah? Let's just be grateful that it wasn't Luis Suarez's goal, because that would have been poetry gone wrong at that point. Arrascatia was the one who came in with the header just as it was about to trickle over the line. And then he got the goal later on with an assist by Luis Suarez. I mean, I'm not even Ghanaian and I was hurt. Do you know what I mean? I'm not even Ghanaian. And I was watching this and I was going, Suarez nearly scored the first. And he assisted the second. And they're allowing this to happen. What? Man, Ghana. But, in the end, Ghana are probably looking at this and going, yeah, we didn't get the job done, but you're coming down to hell with us. We're going home, we're getting on the plane, and so are you. Come with me. Because the other game had the absolute glitz and glamour, and I've got a theory about this one. Now, Ghana, I want to say unlucky, but it was in your hands. I guarantee if Ghana scored that penalty, Uruguay would have lost it. They would have lost it. Mentally, they would have lost it. They would have been like, oh my God, we're actually, life has turned around on us. Karma is here for what happened 12 years ago. It definitely would have got them psychologically. But Andre Ayew with a horrific penalty. Later on, Ghana, yes, they stabilise it. They start playing a little better, but it's just not enough. They didn't come clear cut. It is what it is. Uruguay 2-0 winners. But the other game is where Ghana feel better, which is South Korea 2, Portugal 1. Now, Portugal take the lead. And very, very quickly. Very, very nice goal. Ball into the box. Smashes it into the left-hand side of the net. Very, very tight finish, but beautiful finish. 1-0 Portugal. I remember seeing this score and I was thinking, yeah, Portugal going to win this now, surely. Well, 20 minutes later, South Korea, ball into the box via a corner, lands in the path of Kim Jong-won, and a very nice left foot finish low into the net from about, 3 yards out maybe? Not hard to finish, but it made it 1-1. And by the way, before that, remember there was the call for the penalty and all of that, which wasn't given. South Korea, Hwang Hee-shan, with an assist by none other than Son, makes it 2-1 to South Korea. Now, yesterday, we saw Japan beat Spain, right? And Spain knew, considering what was going on in the other game, even if Germany were to win, it's not enough for Spain to get knocked out. So they're safe. Now, you have to take into consideration that they might. I'm not saying this is what happened, but if you're there, it would cross your mind. It would definitely cross your mind. You're thinking, right, we know what's going on at the other game. We are through. We can take either Japan or Germany with us. What are you going to do? You're going to say, let's take Japan. All right, cool. Let them win the game. You can do that. This was better suited for Portugal. Portugal had already topped the group. I would not be surprised, considering when you rewatch that second goal in the 91st minute, right? The defending on Hwang Hee-shan was non-existent. He had Hwang Hee-shan next to him, and he was looking at him, and he still didn't decide to chase him. He was chasing him, he was alongside him, he could see the ball coming across by Son, and he was there, looking at him, doesn't decide to get in front of him, doesn't decide to fight with him up until the last step. Son takes a minute because he looked like he was dead. He couldn't run. He had to take the ball back, literally stop, look up, sees Hwang Hee-shan running in, gives him the through ball. In between the Portuguese defender's legs. I don't know if it was Pepe or if it was someone else. That defender on Hwang decides to just let him have it. Did not move. That's not normal. That's not normal, I'm sorry. The player's there, you can see him. What are you doing? You can see he's running with you. You can see he's an option. Stay with him. Done. Stay with him. He gets the ball, stick a leg. Stay with him. Let Son get stuck in between three defenders, because he was blocked. He just let the man go. He let his marker completely go. That's not normal. As far as I would not be surprised if Portugal were looking at this going, right, we know Uruguay are winning 2-0. All right, who do we want coming through with us? Uruguay or South Korea? Screw it. Let them score. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised. Now, Portugal have topped the group and South Korea have gone in second, which means that going into the last 16 and onwards, who you never know, you might end up playing South Korea again. Where at that time you can take it more seriously. But would you rather play South Korea or would you play Uruguay when it comes to a vital stages of competition? You'd probably say South Korea, with all due respect. South Korea were class. Much like what we've seen of them as of late, much, much better. Much, much better. So fair play to South Korea for winning the game. Portugal, rotation, rested players, and at the end, looked a little bit... Anyway, is what it is. Now, in terms of how that group has finished, as I've already mentioned, it has gone to Portugal, top of the group on 6 points, South Korea on 4, Uruguay on 4, Ghana on 3, South Korea making it through on goals scored. Not even goal difference, because the goal difference is identical. Goals scored. South Korea make it through. So, Uruguay in the mud. Anyway, moving on to Group G. And this, again, this is where shockers. Cameroon beat Brazil. Now, look, much like Tunisia beat France, right? Tunisia didn't beat France. Yeah, they beat the rotational players of France. But on the record, it says Tunisia won, France 0. That's correct. Same here, Cameroon. They didn't beat Brazil. They beat Brazil by name, but, you know, Neymar, Vinicius, all of them guys were not playing, right? Some of them came on later towards the end of the game. But Cameroon still got the job done here. They still won 1-0. And what I don't understand, great goal, by the way. Abu Bakr, ball into the box, fantastic header. But Abu Bakr, as much as I think that he will go down as a Cameroon legend. At the same time, what an idiot. What are you doing? He's already on a yellow card. This just goes to show sometimes the African mentality, man. We get carried away. Sometimes a little bit too much. We don't think straight when it comes to certain situations. Sometimes we do, and sometimes it's just your head's gone. Abu Bakr scores against Brazil. He's already on a yellow card. What does he decide to do? With 6 minutes of the 8 or the 9 remaining, what does he decide to do in stoppage time? Let me take off my shirt. Come on, man. You don't know what's going on in the other game. If Serbia had scored one more against Switzerland, Cameroon would be in contention to score. You've just let your team down to 10 men. You're the captain. You're the captain. You're the most mature player on the team. You're the captain. You take your shirt off after scoring and you get sent off for it. I mean, I saw it and I laughed and I was angry at the same time. You know, absolutely unbelievable. But it was a good goal. Brazil today, though. Brazil rocked up to this game like they went to training. With all due respect. This is what I'm saying. Like, yes, Cameroon beat Brazil on the day, on paper, on record. It says Cameroon 1, Brazil 0. But Brazil looked like they were just passing the ball about and just waiting for the game to end. They were having a kickabout. They're about to go into the showers and go out afterwards. They didn't look bothered. Team was completely rotated, which is what I said in my preview was going to happen. It was pretty evident because Brazil have topped the group. Even so, though, and I said this in the preview, the quality of Brazil should still show, considering the squad depth that they have. It didn't. It was flat. The game was dead, basically. Cameroon were hanging in there. I think in their minds they were thinking, yo, we're up against Brazil. I think if Cameroon really just went for it, they probably would have scored more. They probably would have, with Brazil playing in that manner. But at the same time, you have to look at it at the opposite view. If Brazil had switched it on, then maybe it would have gone another way. Especially in the last couple of minutes where Marquinhos literally drifts it. And I think it was Rodrigo. Should have gone with his head from 4 yards out, and he hits it with his foot, and it goes sky high into the flipping sky. Unbelievable. But Cameroon beat Brazil 1-0, and the other game, chaos. Apologies. Serbia 2, Switzerland 3, and at one point during this game there were fistfights going on. It's just chaos. In the first half itself, it was 2-2. Just goal. Shaqiri getting on the score sheet. Mitrovic minutes later fought Serbia. Serbia with Vlahovic going into the lead. And at that point, Cameroon would have needed 1 goal for them to be able to be in contention to going through. And then Mbolo, 44 minutes. Just as the second half commences, Switzerland get the third goal. Goals galore. And later on, Serbia trying to get themselves the equaliser. Trying. Switzerland defend better. Serbia pressing. And then tempers start flaring, literally pushing, dirty tackles, everything that you could imagine from an old school Manchester derby with Roy Keane in it. I'm surprised no one was sent off. You know, absolutely unreal. But in the end, Serbia are not able to get the equaliser. Switzerland hang in there in a fantastic game in terms of goals for the neutral. And it finishes Serbia 2, Switzerland 3. And Switzerland go through. It's finished the group. Brazil top on 6 points. Switzerland in second on 6 points. Brazil only up by 1 goal because of their defeat to Cameroon tonight. Cameroon on 4 and Serbia on 1. So at the end of the day, I have to say, just like some of the other countries that have left this competition, Serbia did not perform. Or didn't get the results they wanted. I expected Serbia to be better overall in terms of output, in terms of result. Maybe their defence let them down. Cameroon, at the end of the day, did not have a bad World Cup. You'd look at the circumstances like today, and as we've already clarified, like, did they play Brazil? Like, proper Brazil? Probably not. But they can only play against who's in front of them. And they done a job. And Cameroon can leave this competition, I think, knowing that they done decent. 4 points out of 9. If they had 1 more goal in the other game, they would have been out. They would have been in for a shout of making it to the last 16. So it is what it is. Cameroon go home along with Serbia. Best wishes to the both of them. And we move into the last 16. And the last 16 has Portugal versus Switzerland and Brazil versus South Korea. So there we are. Let's see if Son and co are going to do something against Brazil. And let's see if Cristiano and co are going to be held up by Switzerland. There we are. Let me know your thoughts down below in terms of how it's all gone down today. Much appreciated. Thank you for watching. Leave me your thoughts below. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you've enjoyed this. And I will see all of you tomorrow for a brand new one. Let's start the last 16. I'll see you then. Have a good one, people. In a bit. Take care and peace.